Alright, so we were hit with an $85 ticket, which really annoys me because they're telling us that this vignette that we should have known to get it, which we overlooked the 2 pages they put in the camping book that actually tells us. So it was our mistake a little bit. But at the same time, we have 3 vignettes from the other countries because they put, for people that cannot read Czech, blah, that you can't, that, you know, the people that are from other places, they put pictures up so you can tell, okay, I need a vignette, I need a sticker. Slovenia did it, Switzerland did it, and Austria did it. They did it at every gas station. There were signs all over the place telling people that you needed to buy them. There was one sign here, and it was probably the size of the actual sticker, so we did not see it. I'm a little annoyed. Yeah, and they gave her a breathalyzer. I mean, if you know me, you know that cops are like the lowest of the low on my list.
But I told him, and he laughed when, I don't know what Adam told you in the last video, but he laughed when he saw my passport, it says USA.
Yeah.
He's like, ha ha ha, United States. And then I said to him, after he had already told me he was going to give me a ticket because I didn't want to fight with him, I just said, I want you to know that I promise you we have looked into every single, you know, country, we've bought everything, but on your border there's nothing. And he drew a picture for me. He said, this is what it looks like, and it was a square with a dot in the bottom, which does, what is that? And he said, and it says maximum speed and lights on. And I said,
we saw none of that.
I said, I promise you, in every country we have looked for the sign. And I said, we've seen it. And I said, I didn't know. And I said, and if we did see it, it wasn't in English, so we didn't know. And he goes, this is not America, this is the Czech Republic. And I said, yeah, but he's like, even in France. I said, no, in France it says vignette. And I can read vignette.
It says vignette in all the countries,
right.
vignette.
So he was like trying to defend. He goes, it is not my fault, I'm sorry. And I said, well, I am sorry too. And I want, you know, I wanted to say I am sorry, and I still have to pay the ticket. And I think if the old guy wasn't in the van with him, he would have let us off.
The old guy was a
fucking
dingleberry.
Excuse me for cursing, Grandma, because I know you don't like it. But then I asked him about the maximum speed because I wasn't sure, and he's like, well, it's 130, but everybody else goes way faster.
Corrupt.
And I was like,
corrupt. You have to be corrupt to be a cop. I'm sorry, Brandon, I know you're a cop, but it's absolute garbage.
It just...
Absolute garbage. I'm sorry. I'm just, you know...
I mean, and obviously the money doesn't go to the roads because the roads are the crappiest roads in all of Europe.
No.
And then I was like, well, I only have euros, so can I just pay you? And he goes, no, you have to pay in Czech Republic. So now we have to go to a post office.
Yeah. They're freaking part of the EU, but they use the crony. Like, they've got to get their stuff together.
And he was laughing and joking, and I truly believe that if the old pisser wasn't in the car with them, I don't even know, I just said pisser. He wouldn't have given us the ticket. But he's like, minimum ticket. And I was like, okay, I mean, what's minimum ticket in the US? $35, I think, for like a basic minimum something?
Never got a minimum ticket.
But I think it's really that low. We had to pay $85.
$85, and I know that they were thinking,
minimum,
and
in the
whatever,
Republic, they can't afford an $85 ticket.
I know that they knew that when we were American, because they were laughing, that this wasn't going to be a big thing. Oh, $85 for them. And I don't mind the fact that we made the mistake and we'll pay the ticket, but don't tell us that it's not America, it's not English, when every other country has big signs every maybe 100 kilometers telling you need a sticker on your window, and they didn't have it in English, but they had something.
Passport, he knows that we've traveled everywhere, so I'm sure that didn't add to the fact that obviously I have money, even though...
Oh, whatever.
Whatever, it's just... Whatever. That's annoying.
Whatever, check. This is a black mark in the blog, and everyone's gonna read about it.
Yeah.
Alright, so anyway, we're back on the road. Altogether $100 poorer, which is great because we're driving on... There are so many words I want to say right now, but this is a video, so I can't say it to use as adjectives for this word, but very poorly paved roads. That I don't know where the hell their money goes to. He says all they do is play hockey and drink beer. Well, they pile their money underground.
And there are like 4 of them sitting in that van.
Yeah, they needed 4 of them to do the job of 1.
So it's really just a game. This is all just a stupid game, and we're the ones that get faulted because it says American on our freaking passport.
Yeah.
And then they pull you over by pulling in front of you and blinking a sign that says stop.
Yeah, and then the old guy was like pissed at us that we didn't
stop
immediately stop.
And I said, I didn't even know you
Like, you pulled us over from the front.
I said, in America, they go behind you, and it's rear, rear. And he goes, but if there's a sign in front of you that says stop, you should stop. And I was like, I thought it meant you were stopping.
Yeah.
Like, how am I supposed to know when everything is different?
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
whatever.
everything is
We understand that, you know, it's not America, it's not English, but, you know, every other country got it together and did it right, and we had no problem paying there, so.
I would have very easily bought a freaking vignette everywhere. And I don't see them on everyone's
And
car.
vignette is not Austrian, Swedish, or Slovenian. It's a French word.
Yeah.
So yes, he's correct. They did it in France. Vignette. Do it in Czech. Put it
We
everywhere.
didn't even buy one in France. We just bought paid tools, so he doesn't even know what he's talking about.
He drank too much beer. Anyway.
Nobody else has it in their window, like I said.
Yeah, nobody else has it. Everyone's driving 200 kilometers an hour. Nobody's getting pulled over. People are probably wasted out of their minds. But he sees us. Actually, he probably pulled us over initially because he saw we were German. He's like, ooh, German. Yes, let's just pull them over. And then he found out we were American. He's like, sweet, let's give him a ticket.
The bonus.
Sorry, I'm a little riled up. Anything having to do with these freaking officers is just...
And everybody was looking at me at the rest stop.
Of course they were, because they're like, whoa, somebody got pulled over? They'd never pull anybody over.
And I saw them sitting by the highway, do you remember? And I was like, they're looking at us. But I thought,
Yeah.
oh, they're thinking, what a cool looking vehicle.
Yeah, that's not what they were thinking. Alright, I have to stop. We'll have some happy things later. Unless we get pulled over again. And then you're going to have video of me going to jail.
And it's not really a happy place.
Not so happy, but, you know, anything to me is happier than dealing with the cops, so.
Sorry.
Sorry. We're over it. We're over it.